we can't have all this positivity without somebody coming in and bringing in some sort of negativity. In this case, it's going to be me.
Shocker.
Not like I'm not saying I don't like the signing or I'm against the signing. I like it, and I hope he does well and want him to do well. Two things. He had knee injuries last year.
He did.
And hip injury and a rib fracture in 2020.
This
and
is juice. We're talking about juice here.
Right.
Yes. This is juice.
The juice
and
man.
He took to Twitter earlier in the year to complain about the Browns, forcing him back onto the field while he was still trying to rehab these injuries. I just found this out Googling because
wonder why he was so cheap.
I'm just trying to figure out what his injury history had been.
Well, though, isn't it fair to say,
he's been really
though,
durable in the league,
that the Browns, Kevin, they have a history of being a shit show, and they signed Deshaun Watson to try to fix all their ills. Like Cleveland, they might have a worse medical staff than the Saints.
Right.
I don't know that for a fact. I'm just throwing it out there.
Right. According to the...
You can tell me anything about the Browns, I'd believe it.
No. According to the Draft Sharks Injury Index, he is projected to miss 1.6 games.
All right. Well, that's
this year. Okay. So,
whatever that is.
Hang up. So, rounding that up to 2 games, if he plays 15 games this season and has, I don't know, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns for $3 million, I would be happy with that.
Dude, he's making 50% more than Traquan. Like, Andrew, he catches 45 balls, it's a win. Right?
100%. At that price, yes. No
but
question.
Here's my question, though, Dave.
Honestly, you pay a guy 1 year, $3 million, and anything over 30 catches is a win.
Here's my question, Dave. Is it too many mouths to feed? They got Thomas, they got Olave, they got Juice Landry, they got Kamara, they got Taysom. How are they going to football?
Schematically, no, it's not a problem. I don't think that's a problem at all. I think we can, we don't have Peyton this season, but we do have Pete Carmichael. And I would like to think that Pete Carmichael, having been offensive coordinator for this team for the last whatever years with Sean Payton, if he hasn't been heavily involved up to this point, he's certainly learned a few things and will be able to scheme an offense similar to what we've seen. So all that being said, yes, I would like to think that they can find a way to get 3 talented wide receivers involved. Now, off the field, Michael Thomas, I don't know. Michael Thomas he's a diva. He is a freaking diva. He is a Class A, your typical wide receiver NFL diva. And if you're in week 6 and Olave and Jarvis Landry are getting fed more than Michael Thomas, I'm sorry, but I don't see Michael Thomas just sitting there and being quiet and not chirping on Twitter and subtweeting and doing all that kind of crap.
I got a t-shirt idea, Andrew. Slant boys. Landry and Thomas.
We're all going to be a problem. I almost, I didn't have enough time, but I was going to.
I got the Jarvis. I got the fathead.
Yes, you've got the 3 of them. There's Olave, right. Michael Thomas.
That's right.
And Landry. Well, no. Kevin knows which players are going to be injured. He went to that website.
You know, but you don't know.
But we already do know that Jarvis Landry is missing 1.6 games this year.
That's right.
Which weeks will those be, Kevin? Can you tell us?
Hang on, I got to go back. I'll try and find that out.
Week 7.
Chance of injury per game, 5.5%. Chance of injury period in 2022. Now that means chances he misses at least 2 quarters in a game. Now that's pretty high, 62%. He is labeled as a medium risk for some goddamn reason. I don't understand why.
I'd love to know what, if he's 5.5%, I'd love to know what Marcus Davenport.
Oh my God.
Like, do you think he's
gonna try and find out?
Yes, please.
Kevin, what's more deliciously petty way for the Saints to rub it in Cleveland's face? Do they get Jarvis Landry like 6 catches for 110 and a couple of touchdowns, or Do they have him throw a touchdown like he did against the Cowboys, but instead of for the Browns, it would be against the Browns? What's the most petty, fantastic thing they can do on Christmas Eve with Jarvis Landry?
Tomas, I'm going to need you to isolate Dave's screen there and make a gif of him just shaking his head like a sad man at the PTA.
Stupid internet went out.
So I'm going to need Jarvis Landry to have to basically pull a Terrell Owens and have 3 catches for like 120 yards and 3 touchdowns. Actually, no, that's a Randy Moss. Sorry, 3 catches for 3 touchdowns, over 100 yards. And if you want to throw the little touchdown pass on top of it, that's what is that? That's icing on the cake there for me. But
Well, wait,
whatever.
I feel like the Jarvis Landry is not that kind of receiver. I feel like the Jarvis Landry stat line is like 3 catches, 17 yards, 3 touchdowns.
That's right.
Wait, I've
I'm
been.
And he
fine with
throws
that
one.
too.
I think this is all setting up for Landry to have a.
I mean,
Have a good
isn't
year.
Landry, isn't his comp, Andrew, isn't he at his absolute best? Isn't he like the super deluxe version of Lance Moore, kind of?
I feel like we keep bringing up Lance Moore, comparing him at each receiver that the Saints get. But yeah, I mean, he's kind of a unique skill set, honestly. I mean, he is way better after the catch than Lance Moore. He's maybe not as fast. I mean, he's slow for a receiver, but if he has a mismatch, I mean, and you'll watch it if you watch the tape.
Look at
And
this
here he
throw.
throws the ball.
Oh
Look at
my-
him throw this dime to Odell Beckham here. Unbelievable. Great throw. But, I think the main thing I think what you see a lot of times with Jarvis Landry is he's completely covered. You'll see plays where a defensive back is draped all over his back, and he's so physical, like he makes the catch anyway.
Contested catch.
He's a contest. And so here's the thing, like that. There's a perfect example of a 50-50 ball, and he makes that catch. Baker Mayfield, you can see he trusts Landry on these 50-50 balls. He'll throw it if he's completely covered because he knows he'll get it. And like when the Saints receivers were wide open this year, I'm talking about Callaway, Hardy, Traquan Smith. It felt like a 50-50 proposition when they were wide open. You know what I mean? So, look, I think it's a huge upgrade. I mean, he would have been the number 1 receiver for the Saints last year without question.
By a mile.
He would have moved the chains for them in a way that these other guys didn't. And what's crazy, man, is we're talking about these receivers: Olave, Michael Thomas, Jarvis Landry. How many catches are they going to have? Who are they going to throw to? And it just makes me remember the options at many times during the course of the year last year were Callaway, Traquan, when they were healthy, because Traquan missed some time. Then it was like Lil Jordan and Kevin White. Like those are the options.
Kevin
And
White.
man, what
I mean, Sean Payton's
how quickly things change, man.
Sean Payton's disgust after the Dallas game when the ball bounces off of Kenny Stills and they get a pick. Like his disgust at the wide receiver was palpable after games. Thanks for watching the Saints Happy Hour. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, then find us wherever you get your podcast, and finally go to saintshappyhour.com and become a patron of the best Saints podcast on earth.